going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. Welcome to a brand new series here on my channel. This is something that I'm going to try to do every Sunday. This will be like my Sunday series, and it's called MUT Market Watch. We're just going to go over the state of the market, and I chose Sundays to do it because typically, and what I've noticed so far, is that the market, you know, the prices trend downwards on the weekend, and obviously we get new content, and I think it's just overall a good time to go over the market and kind of recap it. It's kind of something I wanted to do initially on my MUT recap series, but I think I spent so much time going over content and gameplay and just issues like that. I think if I did that plus this, it would turn into a 30-minute video, and I don't think you guys want to sit through. I know you love watching my videos, but I don't think you want to sit through a 30-minute video. So this is our Sunday series, MUT Market Recap. Let's get on into it. So we're going to talk about training to start this out. So I did put out a video a couple days ago specifically focusing on training, but I do want to touch on it again. We have updated the training point spreadsheet, so if you guys need that, there is a link down below in the description. Also should be a pinned comment with this. Make sure you bookmark it, because every time I update it, all you got to do is go back to it and you guys will see those updates. So it's gone up slightly since 2 days ago, but I still think we're at a good point right here. So about 45 coins per training point. The best values to look at right now are 81s for about 12k, 83s for about 23k. Definitely want to search through like halfbacks, quarterbacks, wide receivers I talked about in the video earlier this week. And even 84s. Before I started recording this video, I saw quite a few for 31 and 30k. I put 32k for the 84 overalls because that's the most common that you're going to see. But that's the sweet spot right there. That's going to give you 45 coins per training point. Anything under that is absolutely great. And if you are unaware of how to calculate that value, just take the amount that you pay for the card. So if you pay 32k for an 84, you're going to take 32,000 coins. Divide that by the number of training points that that card gets, or that overall gets. In this case, it's a 700 training points for an 84, and that will calculate the value. Again, shoot for anything under 45 coins right now, and hopefully we'll see this continue to trend downward. So speaking of trends, I guess the main thing that I've noticed, and it's kind of obvious, this is how MUT's been for years, Thursday nights. Like Thursday before Weekend League, prices are up, and I think that's because people are trying to make upgrades before Weekend League, and I've overpaid for cards doing that, and I just want to make sure you guys do not. You might have to go through Thursday, some of Thursday, not making those upgrades, or making them the week before, but we know new cards tend to come out during the week, and that can make it a little tough if you want a certain card that came out before Weekend League, but the price is a little high. But just keep that in mind. It seems like Thursday afternoon, Thursday early evening, prices are up. But then when we get to like later Thursday night, when I say later, I mean like 10 p.m. and after. And this is a lot of times also if there's hype with a new promo. So like, for example, this week we knew the Madden 10, we didn't know what it was, but we knew it was coming. So the market reacted to that. Never buy off of hype, always sell off of hype. So that goes with power-ups. When they release the signature cards, you know, they tease one of the signature cards the night before. Prices shoot up on whoever that is, whoever the power-up is, Desmond Trufant, whatever. So again, never buy off hype, always sell off of hype. That's one key piece of advice that I can give you guys for making coins, being smart with your coins, making upgrades to your team. And it's always good to invest in things like power-ups as well for that reason, because if somebody gets a card, you know, like a Trufant, or, I mean, one name that I'm holding on to, I have a power-up Tom Brady. I might buy a couple more. I know for sure when he gets the next card, when he gets an upgrade, that power-up's going to probably shoot up 5 to 10k. Not a huge profit, but if you got a couple of them, those things add up. But I've been noticing that Thursday nights, like 10 p.m. Eastern time, typically is when we see prices start to go down. And then when something new comes out, in this case it was the Madden 10 content, the Bo Jackson specifically, prices went even further down, and that's why we focused on a training video that day. And then Saturdays when legend packs are out, regardless of who's in packs, people are going to be buying legend packs on Saturdays. People love to spend their money on Saturdays. People love to list legend cards and just other cards in general for cheaper on Saturdays. So especially early Saturday morning, like there's a 10:30 to about 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern time window where prices are typically at their lowest for the week. They start to slightly go up Saturday night, Into Sunday, they do as well. They're still okay right now. They're still pretty comparable to what they were Friday. But that's just the trend that I've noticed over the last 3 or 4 weeks that we've had MUT 20 out there. So a couple different things, couple different strategies you can do. So we talked about and looked at training, right? You can see, I'm going to show you, I've been extremely busy on the auction house this weekend. 218 cards I've bought and flipped and just done things with. I got 19 cards. I've been doing a lot of flipping, investing, things like that. A couple different ideas that I have. I'm not saying one is better than the other or any of these things are going to be right. I'm just letting you know the risks that I'm taking. Since I've been noticing prices really down, I've been buying cards that are good value for training. So again, we take it our training point spreadsheet. I've been buying 84s, I've been buying 81s, I've been buying 82s, and I'm holding on to some of them for 2 reasons. Number one, I'm getting a good value on training. Training is the life of everything right now. It's good to have training. But I mentioned that prices tend to go up after Sunday, into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The middle of the week, prices shoot up. So I said this on Friday's video, but I'm going to say it again. If you're buying cheap training on the weekend, there's no problem with just holding on to that card and not quick selling it for the training, because you can then do one of 2 things, say Tuesday or Wednesday. If the prices shoot up another 5K, sell them, make some coin off of it. If the prices don't shoot up and they just settle, or maybe only go up 1,000 coins and you can't make any profit off of that because of tax, then you can quick sell them. That training point value is there to stay. It's not changing. So holding on to those types of cards, it's okay. So that's one thing that I've kind of been doing. Another thing I mentioned on Saturdays, legend cards, really cheap. Just buying cards and flipping them. Buy a card and go to the auction house. Very simple. I will tell you, there's some really good coin making kind of strategies and methods on Playbook GG. Not only is it a great ebook site to make you better in game, but they've also added Buffalo K. Shout outs to him. They added him to the roster. And they have coin making strategy kind of guidelines and tips now. So you get all that for, a monthly price. It's really cool. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you guys want to check it out, sign up. But it helps you with gameplay and it helps you with coins. It's really the best of both worlds. Best ebook site out there. Buffalo K put out some information on different filters. I'm not going to share them in this video because that's kind of paid content and I don't want to do that to Playbook GG. But really good filters in there. I'm just going to show you kind of just a basic thing you can do. Literally go 80 to 81, go to quarterback, and just keep cycling through. You'll eventually find somebody listing these for like 9, 10K. Then you can sell them for 11K. It's 1,000 coin profit, but there's a reason why I had 200 something auctions on there. I've been flipping a lot of cards. I've probably made 300 to 400K this weekend. So it's working. But definitely one of 2 things. Buy and flip, buy and flip, buy and flip, or buy and hold and flip later or sell later. Wait till those prices go up. So those are kind of the auction house things that I have. I have some notes here. I just want to make sure that I've gone over everything. Best time to upgrade your team. So we know what happened this Friday with Bo Jackson, right? Let's go back. Big card, huge card that came out. Here we go. Some auction selling for you guys right there. Making some coin. Flipping those MUT Superstar cards is another one too. You can kind of find those for cheap. The prices fluctuate a lot. I have no idea how long they're going to be in packs. While I'm talking about that, let me go here. I'm not guaranteeing this is going to work, but these things are eventually going to go out of packs. It might not be a bad idea to buy like maybe 10 of them, 20 of them, and once they're out of packs, or out of the store, I should say, just maybe hope that the price shoots up. So that's something to keep in mind right there while I was thinking about it. But Friday, Bo Jackson came out. 2 things I want to talk about with Bo Jackson. So obviously, play your ultimate challenges, get him for free. Very good card, very expensive card. We should have a gameplay with that card coming out very soon for you guys. But the one thing that I want to talk about Bo Jackson is when his card came out, the running back market tanked. I'm talking Marcus Allen dirt cheap. Clinton Portis dirt cheap. Those prices are shooting back up, but this is a strategy maybe that I'm suggesting. Say, I'm just going to throw this out there. Say on Friday, Michael Vick comes out, okay? Quarterback market is then going to tank. You've been waiting to get Steve Young? That's the day to do it. Say Randy Moss comes out on Friday. You've been needing a new wide receiver. Friday, wide receiver Moss comes out. That's when you look on the auction house for other wide receivers, because there's a lot of people out there with a lot of coins, a lot more than you and I. And they're going to dump anything they have, and they're going to try to get rid of as quick as possible to get coins to buy that more expensive card. And that's where we take advantage. So a lot of people were getting great bargains on Marcus Allen, on Clinton Portis, on all of those elite running backs because Bo came out. That'll also work with signature cards, not to the extent of these MUT 10s, but signature cards will probably do that if it's a big enough name. Legends on Saturdays will do that if it's a big enough name. You know, you think of, I don't know, well, when Lawrence Taylor came out, it kind of brought down the price of Khalil Mack, of Aaron Donald, those other pass rushers, because people went after the new shiny card and forgot about the card that's been out for a couple weeks and is still pretty good. And so if you're ever going to make your upgrades, kind of do that. Again, don't buy around hype. Let those people buy those cards that are out around hype, and then you take advantage of the other cards that are very similar. Yes, some of the stats might not be as good, but a lot of times in MUT, man, there's just not a huge difference. I'm just going to be honest. So, last thing I want to talk about in this video is Bo Jackson's power-up and if you should buy it, right? So, or sorry, not buy it, but power him up. So, if we take a look at this Bo Jackson, we go to upgrade. Great card. You can get him to an 89 overall. I'm not saying that anybody should not power up this card, but if we go through his power-up path, it's 3,525 training points to power Bo up to an 89. I don't know the exact amounts, but I think it's 1,250 training points to add Brawler onto the card as well. So it's slightly expensive. At 45 coins per training point, you're talking about 158,625 coins to power up Bo right now to an 89 overall. That's not a bad price for an 89 overall running back, but it's kind of a coin sink because you can't get those back. Yes, you can power them down and get half of that training back, but this card's stuck in an 89 now, and the only way you're upgrading is if, number one, you get a 90 to 91 power-up pass, which probably isn't coming anytime soon, probably a month or two away, or if you buy the 91 Bo, which is almost a 2 million coin card. So let's be realistic with each other. A lot of you guys are going to be stuck at this 89 power-up. Again, it's not a bad card, but why not take that 158K that you spent to power him up? Just simply go over to the auction house, and remember I told you when Bo came out, all of the other running backs got cheaper. Now this is a couple days later, so prices are slightly going back up, but if we go right to the auction house, and I'm just going to show you, you go to quality, let's just look for the same range here, 88, 89. We're going to go right over to halfback, and we're going to see Clinton Portis and Marcus Allen. I mean, we could spend 158K on a basically nat card that you can't sell. Only thing you can do is power up, and only thing you can do is spend a lot of coin to power that up. Or you can spend 15 to 20K more and get Clinton Portis, 20K more and get Marcus Allen. Then when a better card comes out, you can sell these guys, get the majority of your coins back. Yes, you're going to have to eat tax. Yes, the card's going to go down in price a little bit. But you're not throwing away that whole 158K. What if you spent $158 on Bo Jackson, and next week's legend they drop a, I don't know, I'm just gonna make a Marshawn Lynch. I don't know. What if they drop a LaDainian Tomlinson? Well, now you're kind of screwed because you're stuck with this card that you spent training on. It's a nat card. So I'm just thinking of things like that. I wouldn't be so quick to power up things this early in the year. I'm really trying not to myself. Like, there's a lot of cards that I want to power up, but I'm just trying not to because I don't want to get stuck with these cards. And then when other cards come out that maybe I want to replace, and it's just in the long run, it's you're taking a lot of losses. So be careful with what you power up. Think about things like that. Calculate how much training you're spending to power up a card. take that amount, then look on the auction house and say, what if I'd spend that same amount on a card that's giving me equal value, plus I can sell them later and get some of that coin back. So that's what I got. What do you do with your coins? Hang on to them for now. That's a question I get a ton in my streams. A lot of people, I got 600K. What should I upgrade? Do you really need to upgrade? Ask yourself that. We have nothing but good cards coming out in front of us. Team of the Week's going to be coming. We know MUT Heroes is coming. We know Halloween, we know Halloween's very far out, but we know that's coming eventually. We know there'll probably be some type of kickoff promo, right? I mean, at least they did one last year. Think of these things before you start upgrading. Right now, we don't really have many good cards out there. There's Core Elites, there's Theme Diamonds, and then there's your Flashback, Heavyweight, like those cards. We know we're getting more of those every week. I would just personally, don't rush to upgrade right now. You might get your ass kicked in Weekend League a little bit the first month. That's just going to happen. But we just know from here on forward, only better cards are coming. So if you guys got any market-related questions, let me know down below in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. If there's anything you want me to cover in next week's episode, anything specific, come back here, go to the comments, ask the questions there. I'll try to cover it if I see it's a common question. Or if you see somebody else ask a question that you want to know an answer to, make sure you click that thumbs up on it to upvote it so I can see that's something that the community really needs to know. My name is Popular Strangers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm out. Peace.